Hello, this is Ebony, and I am back doing an energy reading for Sagittarius sun signs. What's going on with Sagittarius sun placements as it relates to this Libra full moon that we are in? Libra full moon, Sagittarius sun. If you're new here, my readings are intuitive. They are not gender nor sexuality specific. I read the energies of masculine and feminine, Sagittarius sun placements. What do they need to know? What's going on as it relates to this Libra full moon? It's a Libra pink moon. You know, that's interesting, right? Because Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus is the planet of love. It's the lover. You got pink, you think about love. But Libra is all about balancing. The affirmation for Libra is I balance. So this should be interesting for everybody, all the zodiac Sag, including yourself. We have Clover, nurture. So Violet, attract. Oh, shit. Patience, trout lily. It came out on attract here. Bottom of the deck, growth. All right. So, nurture. What is this for Sag sun as it relates to this Libra full moon? And somebody is a toxic nurturer, Sagittarius, toxic nurturer. So I'm just seeing like the different shows and books that I've read where there are feminine dominant energies or women, because it's not gender specific, but I'm seeing namely women that act as a nurturer, as a caretaker, but slowly are taking the life of whom they're nurturing. It reminds me of those women serial killers that use arsenic to take out or unalive their prey or their loved ones. I'm just thinking about, and I'm not saying women only have done this. I feel like men have too, right? But I'm getting feminine dominant. And I saw a woman, right? So we have, I just did a brief Google search. These are just a few. Marianne Cotton, Anne Marie Hain. I want to get some of the more current ones though, because I've seen them on, different shows like, I wouldn't say Snap, but it may have been Snapped. I don't watch it anymore. I have Lydia Sherman, Amy Archer Gilligan. I had this book, right? And it was like the first female serial killers. And I think that's when I learned about Lizzie Borden. But anyway, I'm saying like that's what's coming up, Sagittarius. I'm getting like a toxic nurturer here. So if you're a nurturer or somebody's nurturing you, take this how it resonates. It could be somebody that's doing this or dealing with this, or you notice in your life, right? Or you could be a cross watcher of a Sagittarius that you have relations with, platonic or otherwise, and you notice they are a toxic nurturer. It's just giving evil, and the intent is to gain. It's kind of giving like siren, succubus energy. No, I'm sorry. It's not giving Cyrus or succubus. It's giving Black Widow. So I feel like you or a person around you, or there's a cross watcher watching this, and a cross watcher is somebody that is dealing with the Sagittarius. Page of Swords. This is interesting as fuck, right? Okay, trigger warning. Somebody's trying to study up on how to make it look like an accident. I ain't never had no reading like this. Like, I don't... Okay, all right. I don't know what this is. Let me stop. I know, but... Hopefully this message reaches who it needs to reach. In the physical, in a grounded way. It's been a long time coming. This was the intention in the first place. So somebody may have came in as a nurturer and it's like, oh, it was needed, right? But I feel like they focus on attracting people that need nurturing so they can get you when you're down. And maybe their intention all the time is not to Black Widow, right? Maybe it's just to see what they can take, see what they can get. Like, your defenses is low. Oh. Somebody's whole intent of doing this was to get a marriage, but it's just like it's they giving big treesh. And somebody put themselves out there, like they attracted this with their words. All right. Okay, what's the outcome of this? And what's the outcome? Because I wasn't even going to do that. I was going to go next, but it's like, no, what's the outcome? Alright, so we're going to do what's the outcome for this toxic nurturer, this evil nurturer, this Black Widow nurturer. And it doesn't have to be a woman for real, right? But I'm getting a woman, so even if it ain't all women, it's some women that's doing this. Because it could be a male too in this toxic nurturer vibe, right? Sag. What is this in the physical for Sagittarius? No, I'm sorry. What's the outcome of this toxic nurturer and this studying up on how to make it look like an accident? I don't know. We need to wrap this up. I didn't plan on being here this long. But Sagittarius, y'all. Well, it's fire sign. Same. I'm saying, y'all. Single, isolation, dependent. Look for investigation. Missing you. Photograph. This is how somebody gonna get caught. This. Right? Don't even pay attention to the words on the cards. Or at least these smaller words, right? I feel like this is somebody trying to blend in. We're going to summarize all those, though, right? Summarize. What's the outcome? What's the outcome? The key here we have 33. 333, divine timing. Unlock hidden info, wish fulfill, reveal, yes. 8 of Pentacles, that's focus, right? Yeah, somebody gonna get a clue. So, I was about to say Aries, you all good. This is a Sagittarius reading though. So somebody about to get wind of this Sagittarius, either you or them, take it how it resonates, right? This is some messy shit, but it's not too many times where a fire sign reading is not messy, especially around the full moon. Clarify. Oh, let me see. What is this attract? Somebody's using glamour magic and they put a certain face on to attract the prey with this Black Widow. It's about to be a clear knowing and a clear seeing. About to see this for real and know it for real. Like, that what's going on here is about to come into full circle. I don't know how it's gonna come though. I saw like the High Priestess. So that's usually like intuition or a download with the clear knowing, clear cognizant. Or you could get a reading or some words that ain't even got nothing to do with this. Like cause you to like really get the percolating. We got Page of Cups and we got the Hermit. Virgo energy here. Sagittarius here. Somebody gonna come in with an offer of love, right? I'm hearing they want to see you before you go, before you get out of reach. The Hermit is not necessarily out of reach. Well, yes it is. It could be out of reach in the physical due to isolation, but sometimes when you go so far within, like, you know, it causes you to evolve and to elevate. So then with your vibration being higher, then you see your vibration being higher, you are out of reach, right? Sad, you or them, or they or you, however it's showing up, even for the cross watchers, right? Somebody's trying to attract you, just trying to manifest you back in their energy, in their heart, in their life. I don't think it's safe though. I don't really think it's safe, right? And then with this attract, right? This could be anything, like somebody trying to come with an offer and attract you. I had a client the other day, and it was basically, and this happens, right? Basically, the situation was like some people try to create an emergency to have you come running or have you connect, have you call, have you reach out, you know, especially during Mercury retrograde. And we're in the post shadow phase. We probably got like 3 or 4 more days, but usually when it's towards the end, that's when it was like, let me just really act a fool. And it's partly because we're going into another energy, right? So we got Aries season, and then we have Libra full moon. Libra and Aries are opposite of each other. So Aries is I am, Libra is I balance, right? So it can give a selfish vibe, right? But It's not, and when I say selfish vibe, I mean Aries, right? But it's not the usual suspects. You know, it's like this energy, it can be forceful. Unfinished business, it's not over, back and forth baggage. Like I said, somebody trying to come back in, trying to attract you in before you get out of reach. And Sag, and like I said, they could be just trying to have you come in, or wanting to come in, because it's like they still ain't on nothing. They still not on nothing, or you still not on nothing, or take it how it resonates if you're a cross watcher, right? But it's like your emergency is not my emergency, right? So when I was talking to the client the other day, it was like a situation where the person want to create a situation, a crisis, some drama, you know, some, you know, sympathy, like, because even though I was talking about earlier about the women serial killers that use arsenic to kill the toxic nurturers, you have some that were unalive to gain sympathy with what is it, Munchausen by proxy syndrome. Yeah, Munchausen by proxy syndrome, where people deliberately exaggerate symptoms and stuff like that, or circumstances, to gain attention and sympathy. And some people that I've read about and saw in movies or whatever, they do about unaliving, especially if it's like a child or a parent or a spouse. You get a different kind of sympathy the closer that they are. But like I said, this is all an illusion. This whole emergency, it's a lie, it's an illusion. Somebody may say, oh, well, this is going on and such, and you come to the aid, and it's like, you said, well, I ain't say that, I just said, and they lying, and then now you trapped. But it's due to some unfinished business, and that unfinished business is not safe. It's kind of like, well, if I can't have you, I'm not finna let you walk away so somebody else. Like, I just feel like you, Sag, respectfully, you know, because I'm gonna tell the truth if you come to my channels. And Sagittarius, y'all really don't be fucking with me. Like, I always get some unfollows. And I know y'all slick in the mouth like, you ain't got that many followers now. It is what it is. So you know I can see when I'm unfollowed. Boom. Yeah, I'm aware of that. So I'm saying this to say, right, y'all don't really like, the unevolved ones anyway, don't really like when somebody call you on your shit, or can see you, you know what I'm saying, for what it is, right? But the truth is the truth. And it ain't everybody truth. So we have dispute, conflict, sex, repeating action. 9, completion. Something about to come to a head, right? Something is about to come to a head. Trout lily is next. Patience. Now this came out sideways on a tract, right? Oh, okay. What is this here as it relates to Sagittarius reading? I ain't said nothing yet because I'm still getting a download. So I feel like Sagittarius, you, them, y'all gonna make it out of this. But y'all yourselves gonna need some nurturing. Yeah, you're gonna make it out of this. It's gonna take some patience. It's gonna take some work. It may take a little assistance, a little help from a non-toxic nurturer. But you're gonna make it out of this. 6 of Wands. Patience. Yeah. 666. Mind, body, and spirit. It may take a couple tries, right? But anyway, that is what I have for you as it relates to this Libra full moon energy, Sagittarius. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and or comment. If you would like a personal reading, all the information to schedule that will be listed below this video in the description box. Thanks.